Hey guys, welcome back in. Going to continue some No Man's Sky. Now I hit the area where I have to hire an overseer, but I need to expand my base a little bit. So do a little bit of base building. I do want to see if I can find an electric hotspot near me that I can use, and just make things a little bit easier if I can find one. I know there is a hotspot around me, but I think it was for paraffinium, if I remember right. So just load in here, see if I can find that real quick, and go from there. So, okay, I do have power. Good. So that will make things a lot easier because I do want to put up some biodomes. So, what am I going to need to build those? Okay, I got enough stuff to build 19 of them, so we'll find that. Because what else is available on this planet? There is silver. I don't really need silver or paraffinium. Alright. Yeah, I thought about finding a new spot for a base, but what I'll do is I'll go through this portion of the game. What I'll do is I'll end up building a different base somewhere on this planet. And probably make my actual home base. It's not very often you get to find a white grass planet this early in the game, so kind of hit the like a perfect type of planet to start off on. There we go. Alright, get this locked down. Where is that in relation? Well, it's pretty much directly behind it, so that's even better. Be a straight shot. Good. And it's an A-class on top of it. Alright, see if I can get a decent amount here. Trying to get like my maximum value. Oh, 83 and 83 right here, so figure out how I want to do this. Stick a wall here. What I do is I build like a little platform. Try to get the maximum value I can. It's not going to really matter all that much, but pretty much lined up right at 100%. That's nice. Oh yeah, I can't do cycle part anymore. I'll have to use just a wire, I guess. I'll do is just glitch in on that point. See what I can pull out of this. Alright, 83%, that's perfect. So, I don't know, that was really easy to find. I wonder if they did something with the hotspots. Because I never get 100% right away, so. Alright, let's take that out. Alright, so I'm going to be able to pull 250 out of that. What do my biodomes cost? Alright, that's 50, so. Okay. I'm actually not going to need all that many. But that might change too. Cause I'd rather have more power than not enough. So, how am I going to do this? a glitch on that spot. I hate it when I don't build for a while and I gotta remember different things, different steps. So I can't remember what is in what menu either. Cube. Drop that down. Do the same thing on the other side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my power stations on a wire. That way, if I need to add more later on, I can just glitch them right in. And that way they're all like right on top of each other, not taking up space. Oh, come on. Copy that. I'm doing it backwards. Oh, this camera thing. I think if you stand up against something, it makes it not do as much. Well, doesn't look like it. Take that, put that in my cache, copy that, bring that down. There we go. We'll put my new wire in. Then just delete these other two. No, I think I might just leave this one here. Make it like a little foundation. Actually go in, change the color to light blue, teal. What do I... Oh, it's because my ship is out of the way. I have to make some more metal plating. Or my ship has some metal plating in it, I should say. So let's just go craft 4 more of those. I think I'll be fine with just 750 for power. Here, change the color. Now all I'm going to do is glitch 3 of them right on this wire. I'm going to leave this wire here. That way, if I need to add more power stations later, I can just glitch them right on top of it. 1, 2, 3. You see how it takes it a couple seconds to render it when it pops in? I always wait for the little animation to go. That way I know it's actually glitched in. Sometimes it takes a few seconds, especially like with silos. And what I try to do is always stick a battery. A lot of times I put it right like in front of it. But how far away is my base from here? Because you can only stretch your wire 200 units. So, I'm just going to walk right straight towards my base marker. I'm going to wait for it to get to about 150. Yeah, this is close enough. put it kind of in with somewhere that I kind of hides it a little bit. Anyway, something like that will work fine. And typically what I would do is bury my wire too, but I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, this is just going to be a temporary base anyway. Just run my wire right to it. And as you can see right now, I got a red wire. I don't want that. What that wire connected to was the that wire that I glitched in on. So I don't want to make that mistake. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to have to, if you double click your build camera, you can reposition it a little bit. You have to be kind of quick with it, but after a while you'll get used to it. Okay, and you notice that this thing isn't straight on either. My connectors are off to the side. That's why I connected to kind of a weird spot there. But I want to try to make it so it's as closest to the ground as possible. Now if I go out of build camera, it'll snap right back to my character. Alright. Now what I'll do is I'll just walk out the rest of this. I don't have anything to connect to over here yet. I just want to kind of find a spot on the, by this building to use to kind of tie into. So I'll probably just maybe just use this antenna as a connection point. There. That way I know right where I can connect into. So now I'll have plenty of power for a little bit. I am gonna take a quick little stop because I really need to get more carbon for this. I should have more. Because I'm not gonna build a lot of stuff, but I want to at least make sure I have enough on me before I start building. I'm just gonna go to my oxygen farm and grab some oxygen, get some of that refined. I think I have a bunch of condensed carbon already in the refiner over here, so I know I won't need this much, but it'd be good to have. And this, oh no, that was cobalt I had. No, just set that going again. Chlorine, set that going. I need to sell off this chlorine soon, too. Quite a bit of it. Not my storage. Put all this in storage. Alright. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to my mold farm because I got 4 refiners over there. I'm gonna go split up all this all this oxygen. That way it doesn't take quite so long. I think I got a bunch of nanites here too, so grab all this up. Where is, there it is. Okay, so it would be about 3 minutes. Okay, that one's empty. Yeah, they're not going to be like perfect things. I just want to make sure I have enough of this carbon. There's nothing worse than running out of stuff. You're halfway through. Let's just combine that. So I'll just get this refining, and I will see you guys in about 5 minutes, I think. Got that about, yeah, about 5 minutes. I'm just gonna chill in my ship, and I will see you guys shortly. Okay, so I just saw the animation stop for that last refiner. I'll go in, grab all this up. And that way I know I have enough carbon now. And I'll just get that runaway mold later on. Head right back to my base. Actually, let me look in here real quick. Let me see if I have any glass. I think I made some glass, but... Alright, yeah, I got a little bit. 67, that'd be enough. Alright. I'm gonna say I need to figure out a way to get glass if I don't have any. So, go back here. Yeah, it's a nice white planet, but I wish there were trees on it. It's the only thing that stops it from being really nice. Alright. Oh, just have to figure out how I want to build this. I'm gonna go up. I can't really go to the sides. I can't go up this way at all. So, rip these roofs off. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll leave a floor tile open, and I'll just jetpack up, but I think I'm going to put a teleporter in. So I don't have to do that. Alright. So I think... Actually, I can just leave that open for now. Come out this way. I might have to move my landing pad out, which shouldn't be an issue. I want to make sure I give my NPCs enough room. I'm gonna have 5 of them, so alright, this tower is gonna be in the way. Actually, it probably won't be too big of an issue. The whole thing will actually fit inside. Yeah, I don't think that'll be too much in the way. I want it to be, the structure to be somewhat symmetrical too. I think I can make that work though. Okay, I'm gonna have 5 NPCs so they can all have their own square. Then I'm gonna want a couple planting stations. I might do 2 on that side. 1 over here. Yeah, I like to try to figure out my layout before I actually start building stuff. Yeah, I think that'd be big enough for what I need. Because I want to have like an antimatter thing. Maybe a couple refiners too. I'll definitely have to move my landing pad. Actually, let's move my ship over here because for some reason the game doesn't like you to build too close to your ship. So move it way over here so hopefully it won't be in the way. We'll take that right out. Yeah, you don't build for a while, you forget how to do stuff. Put that there. I think this might be a little too far out. I'm trying to make it so it doesn't dig into the ground too much. Actually, that's not too bad. But actually, let's move that back another door. Another floor, rather. Yeah, I think that'll work. So, just go delete that one. Yeah, that worked fine. I didn't have to go out as far as I thought I might have to. Actually, oh, I can't just do baby steps anymore with those. Yeah, they changed a few things here, so I gotta do things a little bit different. Normally I would just use an adjacency glitch to do that, but we can't have that in the game. Let's actually what am I trying to do? Do that. I just don't want to be sticking way out here if it doesn't have to be. But I want to make sure it's not going to clip into my building every time I go to take off. I think that's the placement I'm looking for. Get that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's really plenty of room. Yeah, I just don't want to keep crashing into my building. Alright. Oh, actually, will this read what's in my container? It doesn't, so I have to actually take it out of the container. Grab this glass. And how expensive are the biodomes? Okay, they're only 5 glass, so should be good. Put in these triple windows. Not there. Let's just do this outside. Keep forgetting that tower's there. I just like to be somewhat symmetrical. Lock it all back in. Okay. And these NPC stations are actually kind of tall, so I'm just going to double up on all of these. I can shrink them down, but I'd rather not. And plus this will let in a little bit more light too. couple on this side too. The same deal, a little more light in. Just get that first one built. My construction terminal, my overseer. I'll actually put him right in the front. I'm not really lining it up anyway, just try to make it look like it's taking up about half of the floor. I'll do that with all the other ones as I get them. See, they make these like 7 units tall or something, so you kind of have to go a double, you know, go up 2 walls for them. You can shrink them down a little bit, but I'm not gonna bother doing that. Okay. Did want to. I might just do a biodome with my plants. I thought about putting a couple trays in here. I think I do a biodome. Can I put one in on this side though? Yeah, that tower's kind of messing me up right now. Where's that out? Yeah, I think I'll be able to. What am I looking for? Looking for a door. Oh, the other door. Now it doesn't want me to build that. This game is funny sometimes with this stuff. There. I'm gonna try to do is put that biodome here without so that it's snug right with the building. Let's see if this will work. Okay, I gotta come out one more. I'm gonna leave this here because I'm probably gonna have to rotate this in order to get the door to line up correctly. Let me just make sure that actually opens. Alright, good. And most of the time, there's only 3 sides of a biodome that open up with a door, and like 90% of the time I get it wrong, so now I'll just take that right out, put it on this side. Oh, that lamp, that probably won't be too bad. So I do want to come out one more. This is one good thing that they did add in, was the ability to just copy items. I use that a lot. Alright, now can I copy that door over? Like, I don't know if this one is sealed or not. Yeah, see, I can't get through that right now. What I'm gonna have to do is rotate this biodome. Just go 1 click. Nope. Go try it again. They accidentally bumped into this door when I did that. Actually, I can probably Yeah, I didn't even have to do that with the corridor. Okay, so that light will be in the way, but it's not horrible. Let's get rid of that. And can I build 2 more of these? Okay. Just do a little bit of glass left over. So, show you guys a quick way to cheat on this. I'm gonna put 2 doors there. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make a copy of this biodome, move it up. Same thing on that side, and then take out these doors. Now what will happen is everything that I harvest using this auto harvest thing, it'll harvest both biodomes. So it'll harvest 32 plants at once. You can do setups where you can get like 7 or 8 of these, and it'll do like all the biodomes at one time. That requires way more work than this, though. What you're doing is you're moving your biodome up a floor thickness. So you've got, you know, like 7 or 8 biodomes in the space of 1 or 2, like 1.5, something like that. That requires a lot more work than this. So, just realized I got a I think I'm just gonna leave my battery and stuff set up right now. I'm just gonna run power down to these. Alright, get those powered up. That way you can start planting some frostwork. That way you start making some glass. Alright, and can I build an antimatter reactor? That will be useful later on. 2 antimatter and 5 storm crystals. This is why I didn't sell off my storm crystals the other day. Be my other storage. Was I in my ship? I know I had some storm crystals. I wonder if I accidentally sold them. Well, that's not good. I'll have to get some more of those, I guess. Yeah, what I'll do is eventually I'll put an antimatter reactor over right here. And while I'm down here, I might as well grab my dioxide. That's in the other thing. What I want to do is try to get some plants planted. That way, when I get my plant guy, some of that stuff is already planted. Because luckily I bought all the blueprints, so I don't have to wait around for them to mature before I pick them. So on this side, I just want to plant whatever I can, and I only need one of each of them for the quest line. So I'm just gonna go through, get them planted. I think I have everything, but I'm not totally sure. Okay, okay. Like, these things and the, some of the stuff I won't be able to plant. Or, you know, that don't take regular stuff. Okay, this, I'm gonna have to get some Fecium. Yeah, Gravitino balls, stuff like that. Okay, so I'm gonna need both of those. Cactus. Star Bramble, I need to get some Paraffinium for that. Albion Pearl, Nip. Okay. So those are the important ones. Yeah, the crafted ones I'm not too worried about. Let me grab this Mordite. Grab this Fecium. I don't have much Fecium. I thought I had more of that. Let's get that Mordite put in. That one put in. Because this is just going to be a temporary thing. I'll end up using this later on for probably Nip, or actually, can I build some Nip in here? Okay, I can build 10 of them, so I can start building, you know, start harvesting this. I just have to remember that it's not a full biodome. Alright. Let's see. I thought I had some Paraffinium. Check this other one. Nope, I don't. Okay. Put all this back in. Oh, actually, just leave that and actually put all this other stuff in there, though. Whoops. Still trying to figure out how this new camera system works when you go in and out of build cam. Let's go in and give that a wood finish. Way it blends in a little bit more. So I got that. I do want to build a nutrient processor that I'm just going to stick my plants in. That's a portable item. We need a seal. Like, I don't get it. I don't know why my build camera sent me outside that time. Set it over here in the corner somewhere. Yeah, now I'll just toss my extra plants in here for now. The good thing is I can build another nutrient processor anywhere and it'll share the same inventory. But you can also use it, especially on permadeath, you can use it to store your extra carbon, condensed carbon. There's a bunch of other stuff too, like all that meat that I I have in here. I can toss that in there. Pretty much anything that you can use in a recipe, you can stick in there. Oh, I do have storm crystals. I think I need 5. So I'll toss this meat in here. So you can't put too much, it's only 50 to a stack, so... Meaty chunks. Let me, turn that over. Okay, it is raw steak. Can never keep these things straight. Alright, there it is. Just get some of that going, because you can sell this for a little bit of money too. A quick way to... And it's a base item, so... Or, you know, a base cooking item. So it's just, you know, common type of thing. I don't think I'm even gonna really need a teleporter, because I think I can just jump up here. I'll just leave the whole floor area open. Because normally I just leave out, like I would still have a ceiling here. You know, then I would just have to jump up, but I think I'll just leave the whole thing open. Again, this is just going to be a temporary base. Oh, I wanted to grab some of this frost crystal, or yeah, frost crystal. Start getting some of that going. Oh, and of course, I think I just put my dioxide in the other container, didn't I? Of course I did. Run out and grab that. I mean, I could just transfer it over, but there's so many items in my containers now that transferring it over is going to be a pain just to find it. Alright. I'll just plant it from right out here. Now, I know this is going to be frost crystals, so I can just fill up. I can only make 12 of them anyway, so I'm going to do this. The good thing about this is it grows really, really fast, and you can use it to make glass. Pretty much an endless supply of glass once you have some of this. Yeah, you can only build 12 anyway, but that'll be enough to get me going. And put that back in there. Actually, I think I'm going to move my nutrient processor over too, because I'll be picking up frost crystal more than anything else. So, oh, can't pick it up like that. Move that right into the ingredient storage. I'd like to keep things somewhat organized too. I know it doesn't look like it, but stick that down there, put that there. Until I can get my storage containers unlocked, my inventory's always a mess. Yeah, once I get my containers done, a lot better. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, let's close this thing. Actually, while it's fresh in my mind, get this antimatter reactor. I need 2 antimatter. So this will just save me on a lot of warp cells later on. Especially if I have to use regular warp cells for a while. Typically I go over to hyper cores. It might take a little bit to get that rolling. Alright, trying to see if that's stuck way through the wall or not. Yeah. Actually, let's get rid of that. I'm gonna shrink it down. Okay, those things are way too big. I don't know why they made them that huge. Take this, shrink that down, about there. Put that in my cache. Try it again. There. It's a lot smaller. See, this is the size this stuff should be. Yeah, there's no reason that should be 3 times the size of that. Alright. Now what I'll do is just throw some carbon in here every now and then. Next thing you know, you'll have like 20 antimatter in there. And I don't think there's really anything else to add here for now, so we'll toss on a roof. Luckily there's no storms here. If there were storms here, what I would do is, instead of my windows being that tall, well, there would only be one thing of windows, but what I would do is I would drop these down. You don't want to be more than two rows high. Once you hit 2 rows high, you start to get environmental issues. So what I would do is I would drop this down. You know, even though it overlaps a little bit there, it'll be fine. Yeah, as long as you're, you know, like, because I think these are 5 units tall. As long as you're like 9 units and under, you don't get any elemental issues. That's something they really should change. We've been complaining about it for, what, 9 years now? But, yeah, you end up with storms inside your building. Especially if it's a large building. You know, something like this, there would be a little bit of a environmental issue. Like if I built this on a winter planet or radioactive, whatever, it would get storms inside. Alright, let's throw on a roof. Let's see. Oh, I managed to get most of that tower inside. Not too bad. I think I'm just going to do the outside and then solid ones in the middle. Starting to get a little carried away with glass. Glass is nice, but it is resource heavy when it comes to rendering. So you don't want to use too much glass. Alright. There's our little updated house. Do a quick upload. Yeah, eventually I'll end up doing something with the storage containers. I'll probably use this corner or something, and I'll just shrink them down, stick them over here somewhere. Yeah, because I don't want to really put too much work into this, because it's just going to get ripped out shortly anyway. Alright, we're going to just do a quick upload. And toss a few things back in here. Thought I had more stuff to go in there. Actually toss these in there. I'm always afraid I'm gonna accidentally sell, you know, like storage augmentations or any of that stuff. Might as well just toss this copper in there too. I don't think I'm gonna need that signal booster anymore either. Alright, how full is my my multi-tool? I'm gonna fill this up. I'm gonna take that extra silicate powder and toss it in here. That way I can get some glass made up. Replace some of it that I just used. Yeah, give me back 17. So. Alright. So there's a thing to for my overseer over there. I thought they were in a different spot though. Actually, I think I'm going to see if I have paraffinium in here. I can make some. There's none in here. I do want to grab this silver though. Might as well grab that ammonia too. Alright, you run back out here again. I would like to get all those plants situated. Oh, they're in my other thing. I don't think I need any of that. Actually, put that in here. Let's back over here. Do I have regular emerald? Yeah, I got regular emerald. I don't have regular indium though. So I'm gonna have to go find some indium. I want to grab this salt. Oh, it's on this side now. I have some star bulb in here. Grab that. Now, how much am I gonna need to plant this? I think I only need 25. Where is it? There we go. Alright, so I need 25. Rip that out. Actually, put that right in storage. So, what I'm going to do is put star bulb in here. If I can find it. There we go. And some salt. That'll give me paraffinium. So I just want to start when that gets to 25. Yeah, that way I can get all these plants done. Alright, so we'll put that there. Venom. These three I'll just stick kind of over in the corner somewhere. So you don't have to harvest plants for. Okay, so I shouldn't be able to make the albium pearl yet. Oh, I need paraffinium for that too. So let's get another 20 paraffinium. I wish they'd never changed how this stuff searches. It searches from the bottom of your inventory to the top now. I wish there was a way to change that. It's another feature nobody asked for, but got added. Looking for salt. There we go. But I think I'm gonna run over and grab some indium real quick. I have a base set up for it, so I'm gonna run around and find a deposit. just put that in storage. Put that in my Excel sheet. I thought I could go straight to an ingredient storage with that. Why can't I do that? That's weird. I should be able to put that directly in. Huh. Odd. Alright. Put that away. Alright, I'm gonna run over to that blue planet real quick, see if we can find a little bit of indium. Let's see here. Oh, your bases. Temporary blue system. Go over there real quick. Just go find a quick deposit and head back. Yeah, I was hoping to get on earlier today, and it's that time of the year where everybody has something going on, and you got to go over and visit for a while. And next thing I knew, it was getting kind of late at night. So, well, I'll jump on for a couple hours and do a little bit of this base stuff. I'm hoping to get on tomorrow a little bit longer. I only got a couple hours to play today. Oh, fuel that up. I don't know if any of these people actually have regular indium plants or bases. Chances are they don't. Probably have just activated. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could take activated indium and make it into regular indium. And over here, maybe. I don't need very much of this. I think I only need 50, so if I get a little extra, it'd be good to have on hand. Got cobalt. Activated cobalt. I'm gonna find regular indium here. I know there's indium in the system, but it'd probably be quicker just to go up there. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to the space station anyway. Where is the space station? I want to go to a planet that's somewhat close to it. I've got regular indium down there, so take a quick run down there. Actually, what I might do is just go right to that person's base, see what they have. You remember to go into this screen though. A mod I can sell off too. You get more of these boundary maps too. Yeah, they're good to have on hand. Alright, well, I'm just gonna fly into the planet now. Yeah, I hate that I have to bring up this other menu when I'm warping like that. Oh, do I have a... I have a mission for this planet. Alright, this guy's got some stuff. Looks like a bunch of biodomes, though. Okay, I think I need to take a picture on this planet. Alright. So, see if I can remember how to do this. do it a different way. Go into there. Alright, good. Just accidentally did that mission. So, let's see what this player built for us. And sometimes I like just visiting people's bases, just to see what they build. Alright, got some cactus. Some more cactus. And some more. Alright, now this looks kind of funny. What I'm going to do is try to harvest it all. Okay, we got Gravitino balls. Well, he kind of hid those so people wouldn't notice them. Alright, it looks like we got some frost crystal over there too. Oh, some of that. Alright, let's see what's in the middle. There we go. And that's where the Gravitinos were. And there's no terminal here, but that's alright. What does he have over here? Got some radon. Can use that later on. Ah, nice little base. Very helpful. I'm not sure who built it though, because the name just comes up as a bunch of squares. Oh, actually, Suki919. Thank you. Another base over there. But let's, I'm gonna have to fly away from this base though. I need to be able to dig up a deposit, and you can't dig next to somebody else's base. Let's find a, if I can find a place to land. Oh, some vortex cubes over there. Looks like a good enough spot. See if we can find some indium real quick. Salt. Indium right here. What a perfect landing. I don't need a ton of this, but I do want to try to get some extra. So, get, you know, a couple hundred or whatever if I can. It is nice being able to, you know, make extra albium pearls if I need them. Because it's just good passive money. You just have to remember to pick the things up. Same thing with like Nip Nip, I always forget to pick it up. I remember for about a month and then I forget I even have it planted. Because by then, like, I'm not even worried about money, but when if I have to start upgrading, you know, multi-tools and ships and stuff, then you have to kind of worry about money. You just start off kind of small, and eventually you end up with a good amount of money on you. I mean, you hit like a couple 100 million, 300 million, you got more than enough money for the game, so you don't need to be, you know, have billions of units. Because you can only store 4.2 billion anyway, so... A lot of people, they get to 4 billion, they find out they can't make any more money, they get bummed out about it. You only need that much money if you're, if you're gonna be paying for slots in your ship and in your multi-tool. That's the only really expensive stuff. That's why I try to use storage augmentations whenever I can. Alright. That should be more than enough. Yeah, 800. Good enough. Alright, so we'll go up to that space station so I can turn in that mission and head back to my base. Go get an overseer. Well, that turned out good. I ended up picking up a bunch of extra stuff I didn't really need, but could definitely be useful. I'm glad I was able to get that mission done too. It was didn't even plan on it. Alright. Turn this in, see if he's got any other missions that I can grab. I used to ignore these guys all the time, and now I kind of like doing these little missions. Alright, turn that in. Gave me a drop pod. Alright, might as well grab this. Kill 7 sentinels. The Predator one, I don't know if that's a... Well, it's only for a C-class mod. It's not worth it. Yeah. Go see if there's anything here I can donate or pick up. Alright, so that none of that stuff's available. There's nothing I can donate. Alright. Little Halo fighter. Alright, head back to my base. Drop off some of that stuff I just got for free. Walk to White Rock. Yeah, at least I can get all those things planted. That way it doesn't hold me up when I get to that part of the quest line. Because typically he'll give you a new recipe, then you have to plant it and wait for it to grow. Then harvest it. You just stay on that loop. It takes forever. I mean, it's not too bad as long as you're running around doing other stuff. I'd like to be able to just fly right through it. Taking quite a while to warp in. Hopefully I'm not stuck here. Alright, we're coming in now. Well, it does block a little bit. And my ship should be fine there too. I got it pointed the wrong way, but it'll work. And typically I like to have it facing that way. That way when because you jump out, when you jump out of your ship, you jump out on the right hand side. So I like to be able to just do that and then run in to my base, but going forward ain't bad either. Alright, and go drop off some of those plants I just got. There's quite a few plants there, so that will be helpful. Drop off this indium. Radon. Actually, that radon can go in my other container. What am I looking for? This indium. Move that around. I'm getting quite a bit of the pure fare right now. Yeah, I need to get my other storage containers opened up too. Alright, let's get that last plant put in. Oh, to get that Indian back out now. Alright. And Albion Pearl. Alright. Yeah, at least those will be all grown and ready to be harvested when that spot comes. And get that put back. I got a bunch of radon now though. I think I can take that and make like nitrogen or something out of it. A bunch of stuff you can do. Alright. So switch this back over to roasting the machine. Oh. Expanding your base, alright. Yeah, I think he's going to be at the space station. I thought. Oh, that's how that worked. I wonder if it's going to be in here, though. Yeah, it should be. We'll run up here real quick, see if we can find him. Then there were a bunch of steps I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to go back to my base again. Said I had to construct a... thing. Oh, he's off planet. I thought he was going to be here. Alright. Yeah, the expand your base quest line, you just build a bunch of random things, it seems like. Oh, they've got him marked in here. Yeah, there he is, right there. Just where the marker was up in the sky, not up on the platform. Yeah, it was up here somewhere. Alright. Hire him. Alright. I'll warp down there in a second. I want to check with this guy first. Alright, nothing to do there. I will teleport back down. I could just fly back down, but it's quicker to do it this way. At least get him situated. I kind of wish it would put me in my base instead of out here on the thing. Alright, so talk to him. I just gotta wait each time for this thing to update. See how to talk to him. Alright, I already got it. Talk to him again. This is why it's kind of nice to get some of this this stuff out of the way early. Alright, get chromatic metal. Science terminal. Alright, storage containers now. Build a science terminal. Oh god, I hate that. Same deal, just try to take up like half a floor. Doesn't have to be like perfect. Alright, so he's gonna be outside this area. Did that actually unlock? No, okay. This is the next step in that. Base computer. Goes in the machine. Construct a cylindrical room. So with these, typically I'll just build it and then delete it. Let's see what the steps are though. Stick it up in the air so it's not out of the way. Thought there's going to be more steps to it. That's just the start. I think you have to build like a door and a ramp or something. If I have to, I can come back and do it again. Okay. Scientific. Okay. Scientific research. Expand in your base. Search for an abandoned building. Okay, so I have a few different things going. I have expanded your base, scientific research, so I have to go hire a scientist. Base computer archives, that quest is done. I'm on the final step now. I have to keep going back and forth to an abandoned building. Then we have Ghost in the Machine going at the same time. So, let's see if any of these are already in my teleport list. Looks like the one for the Overseer is, which is every system, which is weird. Might do that abandoned building real quick if it's close. Trying to avoid going and working all over the place. Okay, so we'll take a run over that abandoned building real quick. We'll go find our scientists. Trying to do a few different things at once. Alright, looking for an abandoned building. It's not an abandoned building. Over here somewhere. 400 units away. Be close to this. Still 400 units. Why am I not seeing this building? If anything, my target range is going up, not down. Oh, there it is. Looks like one of the rocks. Kind of a cool location. Running straight, oh, he's right into a mountain. Right next to an abandoned building. Huh. Pretty cool. Get rid of that. Keep interacting with that. Okay. Yeah, you can keep interacting with it. It's weird. I'm not gonna bother getting any eggs or anything. I don't need the nanites right now. Make sure I use that. Come back to my overseer. I think I will check this out real quick too. See what I can find here. Alright, see if we got some goodies in here. Oh, I've been here. Oh, guess I won't. Won't need to be searching that. I'll get back to my guy. Mold farm, trading bows. I just want my base. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, see if we can get our scientists hired and go from there. Because I've got to be jumping off here in like 15 minutes. Got a very busy day tomorrow, so be up pretty early. Next couple days actually, gonna be crazy. Alright, let's go see our guy. Alright, there's some of the storage containers. That'll save a lot of salvage data. Alright. Because that's only... Okay, it is all of them. Good. I saw only a few popped up there. Alright, so that's all of those. Do a quick save. And... go find myself a scientist. I'm gonna have to warp to that. Luckily it should tell me where to go. Oh, that's galactic core. I want what the heck? Venue base. That's a scan. Right now it's telling me I need to construct a microprocessor. Now it should show up in my map. Had the wrong thing selected, I guess. Okay, there's the... Okay, current mission. There we go. Go over here. We'll find our scientists. I don't know if I'm going to get a freighter battle or not. It might be in this warp, or it might be the one after. It's coming up, though. I was kind of hoping it would be this system so I can get it out of the way. It should be the next warp, though. Alright. Go find our scientists. Also give me a chance to look at what's offered in this space station. Grab that scientist right away before he roams away on me. Alright, hire him. Now he'll show up at my my base. Go up here, unlock a slot. 200,000. 125,000. You know what, I'll just spend the money down here. I don't need any modules from him, but see what he has. Life support shield. Oh, 3 different protections. Not a bad selection. Quick peek at these. Looks like the same multi-tool. Different class. See if he's got any bolt caster modules. No, but he does have a mine and beam. I will pick that up. So you get that installed. See if it's an upgrade. Nope. Everything I have is 17 and higher, so I don't even have to really look at what I have. Cycle turn, okay, nothing there. Kinda wish I could get something besides Mercenary Guild. I will grab all this stuff though. Rusted metal I'm not gonna bother with. Grab this. If there's anything I can donate. I think I have a few walker brains in my storage already, so I'll donate those. Okay, so this will be unlocking soon. Get a quick peek, see if there's a traveler anywhere. Why am I stuck in first person? Sweet. Alright, so I'm gonna do a save and reload. Or just a reload. Love it when the game does stuff like that. It's really exciting when you're on permadeath and it happens. Yeah, I got stuck in first person there, so I knew something was up. Alright. So I'm gonna have to redo everything I just did, I think. Actually, nope, I got that shield. And those walker brains are gone. Alright, good. So I should be able to just go back. Okay, return to scientists. Alright, and none of this is marked. Actually, I'm going to probably, I'm gonna run back, get my scientist squared away, then I'm gonna come back here and save over here. Because I do want to go check out these planets and see what they are, but that'll probably be next stream. Yeah, I just want to see if there's a... I'm still kind of looking around for like a home planet, so... The white one's nice, but it's kind of boring. You know, there's no trees. And plus those giant creatures are kind of a pain. The whole ground shakes whenever you're near them. They roam around. Yeah, at least they're friendly. We'll get this scientist squared away real quick. Yeah, 'cause if I can get on tomorrow, I might run around and try to get a bunch of salvage data together too. That way I can get some more building stuff unlocked. Go see him. Okay, yeah. Marrow balls and stuff. No, let's I'll do that later. It's more busy work. I don't want to have to go messing around in caves right now. Let's go back to that last station. I'm gonna save over here and pick up from here next time. So yeah, I was hoping to get on like an hour or two earlier, and next thing I knew it was already pretty late, so. Plus, I'm trying to keep these streams to like around 2 hours too, so. If I go too long, my voice gets really bad, so. Alright guys, I'm gonna jump out here. Appreciate everybody swinging in, and I will see you next time. Take care.